Hi, welcome to CISS 300, Introduction to Information System Security. My name is Paim Hoja, and I'll be your instructor for this course. Introduction to Information System Security, pretty much exactly how it sounds. This is a basic elementary cybersecurity course. We'll go over some of the basic foundations of information security. Hopefully prepare everyone to potentially explore the opportunities in cybersecurity. If you want to become a cybersecurity professional, great class to get started. Maybe some of you are taking this class for some IT units. That's also an option, but it's going to be a fun course, right? Just get your feet wet. Potentially, I'll see you in some of my other courses as well. But this course specifically, introductory course. All right. Just want to welcome everyone. CISS 300 is going to be taught online. This is a 1-unit course. Start date is January 13th. Last day is March 8th. Okay. This is an 8-week course. And today we're just going to go over the introductory video or welcome video of what this class is. We'll go over the class syllabus, how this class works, and what's in store for the week 1. All right. So to get things started, as I mentioned, online course. Everything will be done through Canvas, and no book will be required. Everything is going to be online. Trying to save you a couple extra dollars. I know things are a little tight, so just want to help in any way I can. So once you log into Canvas, click on CISS 300 lecture 19121. That's where you'll see this course. You'll see 4 buttons up here. Each one of them leads you to a different link. Start here, and modules will take you to the modules section. So I highly recommend the way you work this class is to, whenever you log in every week, just click modules. Okay. Every week, you'll have a new module unlocked for you to complete. So for example, next week, week 2, you'll get module 2 to review. And I don't recommend going into assignments or quizzes on these left-hand pages. They get too messy and jumbled up. Just go to your modules, go one by one through each page that you need to do, knock them out, and then you can check mark you did that week's assignments and module. All right. Anyways, a couple other more buttons up here. Syllabus, announcement. So syllabus will lead you to the syllabus. Announcement will take you to announcements. Announcements is the primary way I communicate to the whole class as a whole. I usually have weekly overview videos that are posted on Mondays at 10 a.m. Every Monday, you'll have a new overview video of what's in store for that week. They'll be posted in announcements. In addition, if there's any new changes to the course or to the syllabus or something that I just want to communicate out to the class as a whole, I'll post in the announcements. Make sure that you are receiving notifications from the announcements. I believe there's an email feature where your announcements will send you an automatic email that, hey, there's a new announcement that popped up. Go ahead and review it. So please make sure that's working for you. Now, underneath these buttons, you'll see a video. So this course orientation video will be popped right in here. So if you ever need to come back, review the course orientation, how things work, it's right there for you. A little contact information about me. My email is hojetp@arc.losrios.edu. My office hours is Wednesday 5 through 9 p.m. online, and then Fridays 5 to 6 p.m. in person at the Natoma Center. But please remember to schedule in advance. And here's my phone number. You can get a hold of me. Now, as I mentioned already, announcements the primary way I communicate to the class. Usually when you log into Canvas, the first thing you should do is check announcements. See if there's anything new that you have to make sure that you need to follow. Like I mentioned, the overview video is going to be in the announcements as well. Now, while we're on communication, the topic of communication, the primary way you communicate to me is through email. So I highly recommend, if you have any administration questions, directly email me to my email. Don't go through this inbox on Canvas. That doesn't always work. You can get a hold of me a lot quicker by sending me an email to this email address right here, hojatp@arc.losarios.edu, because I get notified a lot more frequently, right? I have my email notifications always on, so I can respond back. Now, one caveat is if you have any questions regarding the subject itself, so CISS 300, I do have a support discussion board, which I require every student, if a question does pop up, I require every student to go into the support discussion board and drop that question in there. So let's go into it right now. So you'll see support discussion board here. So if you have any questions, put it here. Now, I give the opportunity for other students to come in, answer any questions that other students post, to give them a chance to receive some extra credit points. Additionally, to help answer your questions, right? When people go in and utilize this discussion board, it increases collaboration. And in addition to that, other students may have the same question that need to be answered. So it helps in a way that if you have a question that needs to be immediately answered about the course, like what is CIA triad? All right. If someone already posted that question in the support discussion board, you can quickly go in there, see, oh, someone had the same question. Oh, and there's another student who actually answered that question, and so I don't have to, I have it right there in front of me. Okay. In addition, there's more of you than me. So usually it'll take me 24 to 48 hours to respond back to an email. Here, there's about 35 of you, so maybe one of you are able to answer in advance and be able to get that question immediately answered. Now, I'll go in the support discussion board and answer whenever I can, but like I mentioned, students may have a better, will probably be able to answer you faster than being able to directly email me. Let's go back to the homepage. In addition, students will be able to receive 1 extra credit point, like I mentioned, per response, up to 5 extra credit points for the course for helpful, insightful responses. Now, some important dates for this class. January 13th will be the first day of class. The 17th will be the last day to drop and qualify for a refund. The 22nd is the last day to enroll. February 23rd is the last day to drop with a W. And then March 8th is the last day of class and petition for pass, no pass. Now with that, we'll go ahead and get into the actual course itself. That was just the homepage. Like I mentioned before, the best way to start this class is just jumping into the modules button. Now for this first week, we have 3 modules: the Welcome CISS 300, the Course Orientation, which is Module 0, and Module 1. Okay? So that's the only difference because it's obviously week 1. Next week, week 2, you'll have Module 2. Week 3 will be Module 3, and so on. So let's go ahead and get started. Welcome to CISS 300. The very first thing you'll see is a welcome letter. Everyone should have received this welcome letter last week. Pretty much, it goes through the class, what to expect. This is a 1-unit course, 8-week course, fully online, starts January 13th. This is a beginner level course. We're going to be going over the foundational, basic foundations of cybersecurity. The main goal is to provide you a footstep, kind of like put a foot in the door to leverage and further pursue a career or academic or professional career in cybersecurity. Okay, so There's no textbook required. Everything is self-encompassing in Canvas. This first week, you'll have to complete Module 0 and Module 1 to receive full credit and not to be dropped from the class. There's a lot of students taking this class, so if you do not complete Modules 0 and 1 and you do not communicate to me, you may be dropped. Now, it also goes over as a reminder of the support discussion board, the communication, and how to contact me. When you do email me administration questions directly to hojatp@arc.losarius.edu, make sure you have your CISS 300, the course number, plus your last name plus your first name. It should look like this when you send questions. Now let's move on to the next page. So whenever you're going through this course, pretty much open up the page and then press next. So meet your instructor. So a little bit about me. My name is Paim Hojat, like I mentioned before. I actually used to go to American River College. I went to Sac State as well, so born and raised in Sacramento. I went to Sac State, got my degree in information systems, and then I got my master's in cybersecurity and information assurance. I hold several certifications, CCNA, CISSP, some SANS. And I used to be a chief information security officer. Now I am the statewide California's cybersecurity risk and governance chief over California. I've had a wide variety of different jobs in the past, so I have a little touch point of knowledge of everything that goes different silos within cybersecurity, from business to the technical perspectives. One thing I want to emphasize is success. It's all about communication and time management, so heavily want to emphasize those two items. And yeah, I mean, we're all coming together to practice cybersecurity, bettering ourselves. So leave the ego aside and, come in with open arms, right? Yeah, so let me know if you have any questions. I love helping and guiding people. Feel free to pick apart my brain. More than happy to give you my advice of how to move up throughout the cyber profession. Now, this is a support discussion board like I mentioned before, so we already brought that up. Now, introduction to the syllabus. Okay. So you can find the syllabus right here or on the syllabus pages. I'll link it for you. Here we go. Link syllabus for you. All right, so going over the syllabus real quickly, nothing too crazy. Like I mentioned, CISS 300, course number 19121. My office hours starts January 13th. This is a 1-unit course. Advisory is CIC 320, CIC 350, and 351, but there's no prerequisites. This course essentially provides an introduction to network-based and internet-based security applications and standards. Topics include encryption, security protocols, network security applications, digital signatures, protecting computers and the network from viruses, Trojans, spyware, and unsolicited email, and public and private key exchange. Learning objectives to identify the fundamental concepts of cybersecurity discipline and used to provide system security, differentiate potential system attacks, recommend cyber defense tools, methods, and components, plan appropriate measures to be taken in the event of system compromise, and analyze why security principle is important and how it enables the development of security mechanisms. Different course topics we'll cover is confidential CIA, confidentiality, integrity, availability, threats and adversaries, legal and ethics, data security, applications and cryptography, access control, security models, security life cycles, vulnerability and risk assessment, and then common attack and appropriate countermeasures. So for this course, plan to spend 4 to 6 hours a week. All coursework is mandatory. If you don't complete your coursework and no communication is given, you will be dropped from the class. There's a lot of people waiting to take this class. So the way this class works is pretty much you log into Canvas every week. You review the overview video. You read your reading material. You watch your video content for the week. And then you do your assignment and take your quiz. Okay? Communication for this class, like I mentioned, support discussion board and email. Course policies. Attendance is mandatory. That means logging into Canvas and completing your coursework. I do not accept late work unless you provide me days in advance that something's happening, or you have justification, like written justification. Okay. When discussing with your peers, I require netiquette, which is a proper way of communicating in an online environment. There's no cyberbullying, no harassment, no hostile. You're not coming at anyone in a hostile way. Otherwise, you're immediately banned from my class. You're taken to the dean. I don't accept zero tolerance policy on that stuff. All right. We're in a vulnerable environment. We're all trying to better ourselves. No reason why you need to be disrespectful. Okay. Evaluation for this course, 150 points. This is how it kind of breaks down. DSPS, disability accommodation. So if you have a disability, feel free to reach out, let me know, send me your letters. I was part of DSPS, so I completely understand where you're coming from and more than happy to help accommodate for your accommodations. The course itself, so first 8-week session is kind of how the course week by week breaks down and the points you can accumulate for each week and the due dates. So that's kind of the course syllabus. In addition to the course syllabus, I do want to mention that I have a zero tolerance policy for plagiarism. There is a plagiarism checker in the background of each assignment. If I do catch you plagiarizing, you will receive a 0. All right? If I catch you for a second time, you'll be kicked out of my class. You are paying for this course. Why short yourself? So I really, really want to encourage everyone to try their best, but I will help you along the way. So that requires you to communicate to me, and I'll help guide you to get to where you need to be. Now, on a brighter side of things, I highly recommend everyone watching this this video. SNL made a really, really funny video of plagiarism, just for kicks and giggles. It's one of my favorites skits, so I highly recommend everyone watching it. It's pretty funny. Course syllabus itself, it's right here. Now for your first assignment. So Module 0, Student Introduction. So being an online course, there's obviously pros and cons. Now for being an online course, unfortunately, we don't get to socialize or network with our peers and our classmates. I tried to establish more communication throughout my online courses, and one way I try to do it is through an icebreaker, especially in the beginning. In addition to that, any discussion boards, you need at least 2 other classmates to respond. You need to respond to at least 2 other classmates, minimum. So this is kind of a fun icebreaker for everyone to participate in, to kind of introduce yourselves. Who are you? Why are you taking this course? What's your background? What's your background in security? And then a couple fun, playful questions like, what do you do in your spare time? And completely random, if you had 2 celebrity parents, who would they be, dead, fictional, or alive? Just some fun, tasteful questions. Kind of want to understand your personality, So with every discussion board posting, there is a requirement of at least 2 other classmates. You need to respond to at least 2 other classmates with some insightful or comment to receive full credit. If you don't respond to at least 2 other classmates, you will only receive up to half credit. Okay, because I really, really want to encourage everyone to collaborate and discuss with your peers. Now that assignment is going to be worth 10 points. And then if you go to the next page, this is your syllabus quiz. Your syllabus quiz will be worth 5 points. You'll have 2 attempts, unlimited time, open syllabus. So it should be an easy 5 points. I don't expect anyone to have any difficulties with this. Easy 5 points that everyone should be able to get. Now going into actual modules for week 1. So every week you'll have a module, right? And you'll have, the very first page will be a module overview. So if we go and take a look at the modules, you'll see that, for example, module 1, you have module 1, week 1 overview. Module 2 overview, week 2, and so on. So right now we're in the module 1 overview for week 1. It kind of gives you an overview for what's in store for the specific week. Okay? This week we're going to do module 0 and 1. So it goes over your assignments, your tasks, total possible points that's up for grabs this week, and so on. So to quickly go over what's in store for this week, review the syllabus, course orientation, introduction video, identify when you'll work for this class, that's really important, time management. Assignments, do the syllabus quiz, do the discussion board, review module 1 content, and then take the module 1 quiz. Everything's due by Sunday, January 21st, and this is for a total of 20 points. Now, you'll have a overview page for each week. In addition to that, you'll have an overview video, which I'll record and go through everything with everyone, and that will be posted every Monday at 10 a.m. Modules only unlock once a week, so I do not open up modules in advance. Just to make sure that even though it is self-paced, it's self-paced with due dates. Okay? Now, after that, we have some module 1 content. I kind of broke it down into different parts. And you'll see here that we have a bunch of, like I mentioned, I made sure that you don't have to have a book. But, module 1 content, part 1, you'll have a video here. And then you can follow along for those who may want to watch the video or want to just read through it. I put the text right here for you to be able to follow along. Essentially, it's the video's lecture notes. So you can go ahead and read through this or just watch the video. And that's pretty much what it is for each part. Now these videos, they're not very long. They're 3 to 8 minutes long each. I wouldn't expect that all these, it looks like a lot, but adding all the different module 1 or the module contents, it shouldn't take more than an hour to 2 hours, if I'm not mistaken. Reading maybe takes a little long. Well, depends how fast of a reader you are. Could be shorter, could be more, but it shouldn't take more than an hour to 2 hours. And that's actually a little, what is it? An hour to 2 hours. Yeah, that's about right because this course is about 18 hours lecture. With that, after you go through all the content, okay, you will come up to the module quiz. All right, so module quiz, it's worth 5 points. Just a few questions that I pulled from each of the contents, and I want you to answer. Okay. Now, Module 1, we don't have an actual written assignment, but for all the other modules, there is a writing assignment. So if we just jump into Module 2 just for funs, you'll see that there is a writing assignment. It's usually 2 to 4 paragraph writing assignment. And it kind of goes over items I would like you to write on based off of that week's module. So it's nothing too extensive, but relatively pretty structured class, nothing out of the ordinary. Please let me know if you have any questions. That kind of wraps up this course orientation video. This week, as a summary, this week you have modules 0 and 1 to complete. So we'll go ahead and open modules 0 and 1 to complete. And then 20 points up for grabs, your introductions, your syllabus quiz, and your module 1 quiz. Please complete it by the end of the week, January 21st. And let me know if you have any questions. And with that, I will see you next week. And feel free to reach out and ask me any questions. With that, I'll sign off and see you next time.